then we will be sharing this recording. So we are going to start. Hi, good evening, everybody. And this is 7:41 p.m. today, March 31st. And welcome to today's Milan Women Empowerment event hosted by our New York chapter. And all right. So Milan Cultural Association is a volunteer-driven non-profit association of people from India living in the United States. Milan has various chapters and members across the United States of America. Tonight program, Women Empowerment, hosted by our Milan, New York chapter. Milan is a community service organization celebrating the traditional art and culture of India with mainstream America and our Indian diaspora. Milan believes in sharing and caring for the mainstream American issues, a community we live in, and also supports, collaborates, and participate in all the mainstream and Indian diaspora events to foster constructive partnership and interactive relationship with the local community. So in today's program, now I would like to request Reshmaji to proceed. Reshmaji, over to you.
Namaste everyone. Just to grace this occasion, we have to start with a grace from Patti Bhasha. Here we are.
Shri Ganeshaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you, Reshmaji. Om Gan Ganpataye Namaha. Now I'm going to share a Milan video of 2020 because we used to have a host a program in person, some of our signature event. But in 2020, we all know that there was only one program, Republic Day of India, which we celebrated at Capitol Building. After that, it was more on Zoom, as well as some of the program for the community service. So hope you will see, because there was one program during the pandemic to distribute mask and sanitizer. So I'm going to share it. I hope you will enjoy. This was in February 2020. With the different corporates. Lieutenant Governor and our Council General, dignitaries, our honoraries, this is a consulate visa program. And this is our pandemic service started in month of May. Very young volunteers join, a lot of community folks. This was coverage in the different media and supported by our various association. Roundtable discussion with the youth and adults, supporting our community for new immigration laws. And there are some events which we missed. This is our walkathon signature event.
તો આટલું જ હતું છે એ પણ છે કે વાડકી ના ના હવે એના જોઈએ ઓવરલોડ નહીં દીવારમાં બંધ જ કરીએ છીએ આપણે આનું
Thank you. And I'm just going to request, I see that it looks like our Honorable Counsel General also joined, so I'm requesting to unmute.
Okay.
All right, I think I'm able to see.
People.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Sheetal Desai, and on behalf of Milan, I would like to welcome all of you to this wonderful evening to celebrate International Women's Day and celebrate women that inspire us and choose to challenge. And at this time, I would like to introduce an illustrious leader providing assistance with community services. He doesn't need any introduction, but demands worthwhile recognition. He is none other than our founder and chairman of Milan Cultural Association, Mr. Suresh Sharma, as better known as Sharmaji. He has brought synergy across associating with people from India living in the United States with chapters and membership across the United States of America, pursuing participative mission of sharing and caring for the social, civic, economic, and public affairs of United States of America. And he's created a platform for celebrating the traditional art, culture, values of India, and to foster constructive relationship between individuals and communities and institutions to build abroad. May I have the pleasure to invite Mr. Suresh Sharma to speak a few words and then introduce Councillor General Ji for this evening. Mr. Sharma.
Thank you very much, Sheetal, for the kind words, and I really feel very humble with such good notes about me. Milan, the actual mission of it is to interact with the mainstream.
Constructive relationship.
We have our children, going to school here. We live here, we earn here, and we want to be part of the mainstream. And to do that, we have to look into what exactly their needs are. and how, we can participate by sharing, by caring, by collaborating with them, exploring, the needs, and then, participating in those. That way, we will not only be the productive citizen of America, our country where we live, but at the same time, the country has given us the opportunity to keep your heritage alive. And it's always good to share that. And this is what Milan does. We celebrate the traditional art and culture of India whenever we communicate, with the mainstream. But behind that, the purpose is to help the bigger community in which we live. I know our Consul General has come now, and looking into the occasion of which we are here to celebrate the International Women's Day. It starts in the month of March, and the day is March 8th, which is set up for this. And today, being 31st, is the last day. And we are really, I'm grateful to the team, the New York chapter, for, getting the time and the date to set up this particular program. It has been a very, very tough year for women. Millions have lost life because from March 2020 to March 2021, the whole year was under the siege of, pandemic. And that is how it has been a very tough year for women. Millions have lost jobs. Others are contending with, shuttered schools and over increasing domestic, workload, and to do a do list, what to do this and what to do that. And that's what we say, hats off to the ladies, those who helped this pandemic to go through and to make the life, at least in home, something to go, well. Now, Women's History Month, as I have said, arrives 1 year, and at this moment, when female workforce participation has dipped to 57%. This is the lowest it has ever been in more than 3 decades. So the biggest challenge is which way to choose to go ahead now. And that is the term. And the theme of the International Women Month was choose to challenge. Because a challenge word is an alert word, and from challenge, comes the change. That is how this year they say, choose to challenge is a theme, because a challenge word is an alert word, and from challenge comes the change. Choose to challenge. All the women folk, the message is, choose to challenge to forge a gender equal world, and it will help to raise awareness against bias and take action for equality. Our Consul General has played a very significant role to accomplish this basic, concept. Our Honorable Consul General, Randeep Jaiswal, is a career diplomat and has over 2 decades of diplomatic career. He has served in Portugal, Cuba, South Africa, and at the permanent mission of India in New York. In between his overseas assignments, while he was in New Delhi at the Ministry of External Affairs, he was looking after India's relations with the United States, Western European countries, and before coming to New York, his latest assignment was that he, as a joint secretary, served the President of India, managing his international relations portfolio. Our Honorable Consul General is very passionate about youth potential, women gender equity, as a big hope for future of India and outside India as India's image builders. His interaction with the Indian community here and his enthusiasm for our community to interact with the mainstream has endeared him with the community a lot. Attending community functions, meeting people, academicians, and policymakers, even on weekends in his routine, and spending weekends also, instead of, more time with the family, he's spending, more time in creating, that interaction with the mainstream. This is one of the features which is highly admired for our Consul General. It's very much obvious, let me put it this way, that at this very moment, he is with us after having a very hectic day. Instead of having a time with his family, he is he has very gladly accepted to be with us at this time, even for a short duration, but he said, I will be there for this event. So please join me in inviting our Honorable Consul General, Randeep Jaiswal, to share his thoughts with us. Consul General.
Good evening, everybody, and a very warm namaste to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Milan for inviting me to this very special function. I also would like to commend Milan for taking this initiative to organize a conversation, a program around women empowerment and International Women's Day. I see that we have several women participating in this function. I would like to wish each one of you and all the men folk included a very happy International Women's Day. Today is 31st of March, the last day of this month, which we have celebrated here in the United States as Women's History Month. So for that reason, the celebration becomes even more important. At the consulate, we had several functions on International Women's Day to highlight our commitment to women empowerment, gender equality, and related subjects, and also to convey to people here, not just our community, but people at large, what India is doing to promote women empowerment. Let me tell you, as far as Government of India is concerned, for us, women empowerment is an article of faith. We want to bring it to the center of our development. In keeping with our commitment in the last several years, we have undertaken several new initiatives and projects which have gone a long way to promote gender equality and women empowerment in our society. Some of the government schemes that we have, and I must talk about them so that you are informed of it. One is the Jal Jeevan Mission, which is about providing tap connection in rural households in India. The target is to provide 190 million tap connections, or 190 million rural households to be connected to piped drinking water network. Of that, some 38 million households have now been provided clean drinking water through a tap connection. Now, this particular program obviously will realize who are the people who have the responsibility in rural households to fetch water for the family. It is the women. So women have it will have huge impact on women empowerment in our country. Similarly, Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao initiative has led to correction in gender imbalance, in sex ratio imbalance in several parts of India. The third scheme, the Mudra scheme, which we have, providing loans without collaterals for small projects of that. And these loans, even though they're small, they're into billions of dollars. 90% of the beneficiaries of the Mudra scheme happen to be women. So that's a happy story. Then the Ujjwala scheme, we have started with connecting rural households principally with cooking gas connections. And we have achieved over 80 million to 90 million families have been provided with this free cooking gas connection, which means roughly some 300 million people have been provided clean cooking options. In my understanding, if you look at it from socioeconomic perspective, it has huge impact on people's lives, on women's health, and related such subjects. You are not only providing clean fuel options, but you also impacting health of women, especially those who spend time in kitchen. Otherwise, using traditional biomass, they are subjected to inhaling a lot of toxic gases. So again, a major project of Government of India, which has done exceedingly well and has brought huge benefits to women folk in rural areas. Of course, now, even in private companies, if you look at under their own social responsibility, many of the companies in India, and large number of them, have certain initiatives, promotions, etc., to bring women at the center of their activity and their leadership. I would encourage some of you to look at the kind of things that are happening in the private space in India as well. And at the university level, let me tell you, whichever university in India you pick out, women outperform men. So again, a new reality, a new story is emerging in India. As far as sustainable development goals are concerned, which are global goals adopted by the United Nations, that also gives primacy to women empowerment, and it is one of the key goals. On that account as well, India remains committed, and we are pursuing the target, and hopefully we'll meet our target by 2030. All in all, I would say that as far as efforts of not just the Government of India, but effort of India as a society, as a community, as people, we are doing a lot. And we have a happy story to tell. Let me tell you, in the last 20 years or 22 years that I have been in the diplomatic service, I see a sea change in attitudes of people. We have done exceedingly well. There is, of course, a lot more to be done, but I'm confident and I'm hopeful that we are I'm certain that we are in the right path and we'll do much better in future. You know, I belong to the two daughter club. I've got two daughters. So obviously I have a personal dimension to my interest in women empowerment as well. Even in the consulate here, we try to promote as much exchanges between men and women. Otherwise, usually there is a wall, and my effort has been to break the wall, to smash that, so that there's a lot more mixing, and we really can do all that we want to with women empowerment in our country and in our presence everywhere in the world. I would like to congratulate the community in associated Milan and community associated with Milan for all the good work that you're doing to promote women empowerment. Please keep the good work going, and let's say 3 cheers for Choose to Challenge. So thank you very much for inviting me, Mr. Sharma. You have been a leader and we recognize your leadership, and thank you for all your support in connecting the community in Connecticut and other places with the consulate. We really value your relationship. We really value your leadership and all your initiatives and efforts. Thank you very much. Once again, happy International Women's Day, and let's all of us together work for women empowerment and creating a world where there is greater gender equality and where we are together in progress and prosperity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Counsel General Ji. And now I would like to request Sheetal Ji to move on the next segment of the program. Thank you so much. And please unmute yourself.
We'll say a little thank you words for.
Oh, okay.
Honorable.
So Sharma Ji, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Yes.
So actually I was just moved with the real message and what the India has been done, as our Consul General has mentioned about, looking into, two things, more than 80 million, gas connections given in India, especially in the villages where, the life of a woman was very miserable, burning wood, inhaling, smoke, resulting into all those, pulmonary diseases, asthma, all that type of things. Bringing, a pure connections, for pure drinking water, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. How many initiatives actually have been taken up for improving, the welfare of women. There are still some places where they go, with this, what so-called, this word, that, especially in Haryana, it goes that it's basically the family, tradition, the family reputations and all that, the girl should not be there. And there are few places, but look at the wider spectrum, the way the things have happened. Thank you very much, Ranjit, for this message and telling us, that how important the role of women is in life, in, improving the living, and also, getting the opportunity to do so many things, When I say so many things, it comes to my mind. Look at what they are and what they cannot do. So they deserve a unbiased, gender equity and thank you. This is a message which you have given, and especially, as you mentioned, being a father of two daughters. Yes, this is where we must respect the women and encourage their participation in our lives. So thank you very much, our Consul General, for accepting this request of mine. And we assure you that we will always be, working with you, and whatever is needed, we will be there. Thanks a lot, and have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Thank you, Suresh Sharmaji. With this, we move on to a very special segment, and let me introduce myself. I'm Reshma Lalwani. I've joined Milan, and I'm going to be your evening host. So bear with me, and I hope we all enjoy this evening. With this, I would say that I do hope you all are enjoying and getting learning from ourselves. India has given birth to many girls who struggle to become the shining women as we know them today. These women built the foundation for India, and they continue to empower future generations, from warriors and astronauts to inspirational leaders. These women were brave enough to break the stereotypes and bring change to the nation. They've had a tremendous impact on our culture and way of life, and have proved themselves to be no less than men in all the fields they have been a part of Indian women. They have proven that they are not only walk the step in step with men, but also far exceed the expectations set for them. So, highlighting these historical moments, Sheetal, would you like to introduce our historical inspirational woman, please?
Hi, everyone. You must be wondering why I'm dressed up. So I wanted to introduce our historical women who have inspired us throughout our journey. And we are going to be depicting some of these historical women that have chose to challenge and are here. I am going to be introducing every one of them. I will be honored to be playing Rani Lakshmi Bai, Jhansi Ki Rani. The next one will be Mother Teresa, who will be played by Reshma Lalwani. The next one will be Kiran Bedi, who will be played by Samta Singh. And after that will be Kiran Bedi, who will be dressed by will be spoken by Reshma. And the next will be Kalpana Chawla, who will be depicted by Babita Khanda. So we may start?
Yes, sure. So to begin with, we have Rani Lakshmi Bai. We will just play a few glimpses of her and her achievements. Over to you, Sheetalji.
सिंहासन हिल उठे राजवंशों ने भ्रुकुटी तानी थी, बूढ़े भारत में भी आई फिर से नई जवानी थी, गुमी हुई आजादी की सबने कीमत पहचानी थी, दूर फिरंगिल की करने की सबके मन ने ठानी थी, चमक उठी सन 57 में वो तलवार पुरानी थी, बुंदेले हर बोलो की मुख हमने सुनी कहानी थी, इनकी गाथा छोड़ चले हम झांसी के मैदानों में, जहां उठी है लक्ष्मीबाई मर्द बनी मर्दानों में, लेफ्टिनेंट वाकर आ पहुंचा, आगे बढ़ा जवानों ने, रानी ने तलवार खींच दी, रानी ने तलवार खींच दी, हुआ द्वंद आसमानों में, घायल होकर गिरी सेहनी, घायल होकर गिरी सेहनी, उसे वीर गति पानी थी, बुंदेले हर बोलो के मुंह, हमने सुनी कहानी थी, खूब लड़ी मर्दानी, वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी, झांसी वाली रानी थी, झांसी वाली रानी थी, नहीं दूंगी मैं अपनी झांसी, नहीं दूंगी मैं अपनी झांसी. Thank you, everyone. It was an honor to depict the courageous women of India, Jhansi ki Rani.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sheetal
Reshma.
ji. My native place is Jhansi, so looks like I reached, I can perceive Jhansi.
So now I'm going to introduce Reshma ji, who is going to depict Mother Teresa.
Actually, we're going to do Sarojini Naidu. So we have
next will be Sarojini Naidu, who will be played by Prerana Dave.
Over to you, Prerna.
Namaste, everyone. I'll share a few words and a poem of respected Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was an Indian political activist and a poet. She was also advocate of civil rights, women's freedom, and an important figure in India's struggle for independence from colonial rule. Sarojini Naidu earned the title Bharat Kokila by Mahatma Gandhi because of her colorful imaginations and lyrical quality of her poetry. Here is one of her famous poems, Palki Wale. Sung by the Palki Wale when they carry bride from parents' house to her husband's home. Here we go. Lightly, oh lightly, we bear her along. She sways like a flower in the wind of our song. She skims like a bird on the foam of a stream. She floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. Gaily, oh gaily, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Softly, oh softly, we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. She springs like a beam on the brow of the tide. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl of a string. It's a beautiful poem. I hope you all enjoyed. Namaste.
So we move along, and we next have our great Mother Teresa. Of course, it will be depicted by me. So let me play some emotions of hers. Good evening again. It's my honor to represent Mother Teresa as a mother of historical significance. There's a lot to say about this lady, a selfless lady, but I'm just going to read a portion, only a portion of her Nobel Prize acceptance. I chose the poverty of our poor people, but I'm grateful to receive the Nobel Prize in the name of the hungry, the naked, the homeless, the crippled, the blind, the lepers, and all those people who feel unwanted, unloved, and uncared for throughout the society. I accept the Nobel Prize in the name of those people who have become a burden to the society and have been shunned by everyone. Poor people do not need our pity and sympathy. They need our respect and dignity and to be loved. Never turn your back to the poor, for you are turning your back to God. He has made himself the hungry one, the homeless one, the naked one, so that you and me can have the opportunity to love him. God wanted us to love one another, and that's why he said, "Blessed are the clean of heart, for they shall see God." Thank you. With that, we proceed to our next performance, which is going to be Kiran Bedi. And it's going to be performed by Samta. Can we bring her?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I will say that just wearing this cap is giving me a very different feeling of energy. And I do remember when we were little, the name Kiran Bedi was associated with strength and power. It's my honor to represent Kiran Bedi as a woman of historical significance. She was the first woman to join the Indian Police Service and introduced prison reforms in India. She joined the IPS in 1972 and served in narcotics, anti-terrorism, drug abuse, and domestic violence. As Inspector General of Prisons, she reformed the Tihar prison in Delhi by addressing corruption, human rights abuses, sanitation, nutrition problem, new literacy, and drug treatment programs. Bedi became the first woman and the first Indian to be appointed United Nations Civilian Advisor. She founded two NGOs, Navjyoti and India Vision Foundation, focused on primary education, adult literacy, vocational training, counseling services for women, and drug rehab for prison. Kiran Bedi recognized that the police force had the power to get things done, to correct, and to prevent. She faced a lot of opposition, but believed in following these thoughts, and that is why she is known as K, Iron Bedi, the Iron Lady of India. Thank you so much.
With the next one, we move on to the next segment. And as we move on to the next segment, we are now going to introduce our last historical significance woman, which is going to be Kalpana Chawla. And let me play a script of hers, please. Give me a minute. Babita, do we have you there?
Yes. Yeah.
So Babita is going to represent our historical significance, Kalpana Chawla, but before that, I will play the screen.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. Hi, it's good evening, everyone. It's my honor to represent Kalpana Chawla as a woman of historical significance. During her short and eventful life, Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian woman to go into Space Shuttle Columbia twice, first in 1997 and second in 2003. She joined the NASA Astronaut Corps in 1992, specializing in takeoff and landing of flying objects, was a qualified pilot. In her mission on Space Shuttle Columbia in 1997, she conducted multiple experiments studying Earth and space sciences and astronaut health and safety. On her second mission in 2003, during re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, the Space Shuttle Columbia suffered wing damage and caused the shuttle to break. Apart to disintegrate, targetly Kalpana Chawla and all 7 astronauts on board the shuttle were killed in the explosion. Kalpana Chawla was the recipient of Congressional Space Medal of Honor, NASA Space Flight Medal, and NASA Distinguished Service Medal. In her honor, 74th Street in Jackson Heights was being named a Kalpana Chawla Way. Many buildings, scholarships, college hostels, and streets have also been named after her in India and USA. One of her favorite quotes was, "The path from dreams to success does exist. May you have the vision to find it, the courage to get on it, and the perseverance to follow it." Wishing you a great journey. Thank you.
So with that, we move on to our next segment, and we need some kind of a break and some kind of a refreshment. So Dr. Sheetal, will you introduce our performer for the evening?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me? Yeah. We are excited to have Miss Vidita, who is a Bollywood playback singer, and she's an amazing personality. She's going to entertain us for a few minutes, and then Reshmaji will explain a little bit more for her to have to come back again. Sorry, Reshma. Vidita ji?
Vidita?
Yes, good evening and namaste to everyone. And especially I would like to say namaste to Honorary General Consulate Mr. Randir Jaiswal and all the dignitaries. I'm very much thankful and grateful to my aunt Prerna Dave and Milan organization for the opportunity. I'm nothing but honored to participate in the Women's Empowerment event. So I'll begin with the beautiful song Muh Muh Ke Dhage. I hope I'm audible. Hello.
Yes. Yes, Vita, go ahead, please.
Okay. ये मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जाऊं जे कोई टोह टोह ना लागे कि किस तरह गिर है ये सुलझे, है रोम रोम एक तारा, है रोम रोम एक तारा, जो बादलों में से गुजरे, ये मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जा उलझे। तू होगा जरा पागल, तूने मुझको है चुना, तू होगा जरा पागल, तूने मुझको है चुना। कैसे तूने अनकहा, तूने अनकहा सब सुना, तू होगा जरा पागल, तूने मुझको है चुना। तू दिन सा है मैं रात आना, दोनों मिल जाए शामों की तरह, ये मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जा उलझे, कोई टोह टोह ना लागे, किस तरह गिर है ये सुलझे। कि तेरी झूठी बातें मैं सारी मान लूं, कि तेरी झूठी बातें मैं सारी मान लूं, आँखों से तेरे सच सभी सब कुछ अभी जान लूं, कि तेरी झूठी बातें मैं सारी मान लूं। तेज है धारा बहते से हम आवारा, आथम के सांसें ले जरा, ये मोह मोह के धागे तेरी उंगलियों से जा उलझे, कोई टोह टोह ना लागे, किस तरह गिर है ये सुलझे।
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Very nice.
So the next song is a bit older one, and I'll be presenting it with the ukulele. That is Ajeeb Dasta.
Vidita, can you step back a little bit so they can see you play the ukulele?
Yeah. Okay, if I'm just taking out my earphones, I hope it is audible. Is it sounding better?
Loud and clear, yes.
Yes.
अजीब दास्ता है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें है कौन सी, ना वो समझ सके ना हम, अजीब दास्ता है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें है कौन सी, ना वो समझ सके ना हम। ये रोशनी के साथ क्यों धुआं उठा चिराग से, ये रोशनी के साथ क्यों धुआं उठा चिराग से, ये ख्वाब देखती हूँ मैं कि जग पड़ी हूँ ख्वाब से, अजीब दास्ता है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें है कौन सी, ना वो समझ सके ना हम। मुबारक है तुम्हें कि तुम किसी के नूर हो गए, मुबारक है तुम्हें कि तुम किसी के नूर हो गए, किसी के इतने पास हो कि सबसे दूर हो गए, अजीब दास्ता है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें है कौन सी, ना वो समझ सके ना हम। Thank you so much.
Very nice. Beautiful. Even without music, it's so good. Your own music is so beautiful. Love
Thank
the
you.
ukulele.
I hope it was audible.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Viditaji, for a very beautiful song and entertaining us. We are going to move forward with the next segment of honoring the current three very talented women, and Reshma will further introduce them all. We have three talented women who we're going to honor. Reshma, over to you.
Before I go ahead with introducing our honorees, I would actually like to bring upon our platform. We have a very special lady with us tonight, and her name is Dr. Sheetal Desai. She is our President, New York chapter for the Milan organization. So, Dr. Sheetal, it's a pleasure to have you and be with you, and a new platform for us, a new beginning with such a good motive. So it's nice to join this organization. I'll just say a few little words about Dr. Sheetal. She is with her over 30 years of experience as a physical therapist. She's a founder of Dynamic Physical Therapy and Rehab Services in Long Island. In addition, she also manages 3 successful practices in New York. In spite of her busy schedule, she finds time to give back to the community by volunteering her time and expertise as numerous social and wellness events. She has organized PPE distribution camps and is a panel speaker on various TV and radio shows, conferences, and seminars, an extremely influential and well-loved personality. She has been the recipient of the Long Island Power Women in Business Award and Long Island Diversity in Business Awards. So with that, we will give you a little time to speak on that, Dr. Sheetal. Can you please say a few words for us?
Thank you so much, Reshma, for a wonderful introduction. I am humbled and honored to be a part of this organization. And thank you, Sureshji, for bringing us in the spotlight and bringing Milan to New York for us. We would like to say the purpose of this event is to encourage women to get empowered in the personal and professional world by defying the social boundaries that we have and all the barriers that we have. And we're trying to get stronger than we were before. Our competition is not with anyone else, but just with us, what we were yesterday. So we want to bring ourselves to that level where we can be mentoring others in their field, and we can set an example for the rest of them to follow their lead, follow our lead. And thank you for bringing this platform to us and explaining. And thank you, Reshma, for being my co-host and that wonderful event. And we're very happy to have you in the team. And thank you for successfully organizing and executing this whole event. We are now going to introduce the honorees of the evening, Ms. Bhagya Komarla. And I would like Reshma to say a few words about Mrs. Bhagyaji.
So our next segment features 4 women who have strived to put themselves out of their comfort zone and make an impact on the world we live in. What sets them apart is that in spite of their magnificent achievements, receiving great many awards and honors, they remain down to earth, humble, and are ever ready to spread knowledge, culture, and life stories to everyone. I'm reminded of the saying, great women are not only born, they're shaped by the storms they walk through. All of these women have been shaped by the adversities they have had to face. These life experiences have only served to make them stronger and passionate about what they have achieved. It is with sense of pride that we look upon them as guiding lights and honor them for what they have achieved. So with that saying, I would like to introduce Bhagyaji. Bhagyaji is a very selfless contributions are the best and greatest assets of her society. Volunteers generously dedicate her time and labor to run various charity programs and social events for noble causes. Our next honoree is an example of this quote as a dedicated volunteer. She's never wanted to be thanked for helping others, but in reality wants to thank others for giving her the opportunity to help. She's not eager to be on the stage, nor does she wish for the limelight. She's always there with a smile and can be counted on to help plan and organize events. She pours her heart out to have the work done with passion that each and every program needs and ensures that every program is well attended, well admired, and well organized. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce a gracious and humble personality for her volunteering and selfless contribution to the community, Mrs. Bhagya Komarla.
Okay, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes.
Can you say a few words for us, Bhagyaji?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my name is Bhagya, and I came to this country in 1987, and then since then I am here and try to do my best for the community and makes other people. I feel uplifted when I do voluntary service, and I used to work in India also, and then I work here also. I work for State Department of Education as a secretary, and now I am retired person, and try to do more voluntary work because I have a lot of time now.
You won't stop, I guess. That's beautiful. So you are a role model. Is it okay if we can ask you a few questions that we would love to learn from you, Bhagyaji? I think we lost her.
Bhagyaji?
Bhagyaji? Is it okay if we can ask you a few questions, please?
mute.
Yes, we are able to hear you, Bhagyaji. Yeah.
Okay. Now I hear you. So what's the question you need to answer?
So what should one volunteer one's services for an organization or benefits the organization and oneself?
Benefit the organization.
Bhagyaji?
Bhagyaji?
Looks like we have a technical difficulty.
Yes, we do.
Do you want me to repeat the question or your?
Yes, please, please.
Why should one volunteer services for an organization that benefits the organization and oneself?
I also feel benefited by helping the organization. I learned a lot, and then whenever they need manual work or something, I want to benefit the organization. And meanwhile, I will be benefited self too by learning lot of things, and then sharing the thoughts and working relationship with other people, and that's all. I like the vision and motto of the Milan organization, and I'm here. That's all.
Sounds amazing. Bhagyaji, what advice would you give the teenagers or children regarding volunteering?
Oh, I would like to encourage children to do volunteer service, bring the community together, and then with involvement, they can teach and learn a lot of things from others, and then share their knowledge. And then I feel that they should be contributing their time and effort towards the community and support the good cause of the organization.
Thank you for the answer.
Great, that's really nice. How about any of the 3 questions that every volunteer wants to ask, but they never say it out loud? What happens to that?
I always question myself before I do something, and how can I do better? And second, did my service makes the difference? And whether I met their requirements or not? That's the questions I ask myself. Something. So.
You're just a giver, I guess. I think you're a woman of few words, but just giving your hands, yourself, selflessly. So sweet.
You answered all our questions, it seems. My next question was, why is it important to do volunteer work? What difference does it make in one's life themselves?
I don't know. Whenever I do voluntary work, I feel heavenly, and then I feel very, very satisfaction myself because I do something for the community, and that makes me feel good.
It satisfies your soul, it seems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking your time out, Bhagyaji, and gracing this event. And we really have a long way to go. I have just begun with this organization with Sheetal, and I'm so thankful. And hopefully we meet through our paths one day and take it more further, and I have to learn from you.
Can I say a few more words?
Sure.
I just wanted to thank you.
Now you go, Bhagyaji. It's nice. Now you're speaking. So yeah, here we go.
my goal and vision to give back something to our country and community. And then I would like to thank you, Sharmaji, for giving me the opportunity. And then I learned a lot of things from him and then other people in the committee. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. And then I like to thank you, my husband, and then my family for their support. And then Reshmaji, thank you so much for putting up with me.
No, it was an honor and a pleasure. Thank you again. Okay, So with that, I guess we move on to our next gracious lady, which is Dr. Patti Bhasha. And she is an internationally renowned Ayurveda expert trained in traditional health sciences such as Ayurveda and energy healing, as well as public health. She combines Eastern wisdom with an understanding of Western principles for the best care of her patients. Her pioneering initiatives in the field of Ayurveda have brought her to attention at the White House, the Department of Health and Human Services, as well as the Consulate General of India, New York. A senior faculty at Kerala Ayurveda Academy, USA, and Boston School of Ayurveda, she is a trailblazer, teaching, practicing, and promoting Ayurveda, while also working tirelessly on building bridges with mainstream medicine practitioners and institutes. An eminent keynote speaker at many local and international conferences. She has authorized several papers and is the editor with Ayurveda Journal of Health. She was nominated in Top 20 Women of the Year in 2014 and is the founder and president of the Holistic Health Alliance and Council for Ayurveda Research, with a practice in the greater Boston area, as well as the entire USA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our own ambassador of Ayurveda in the West, Dr. Patti Bhasha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Reshma.
Yes, please go ahead. Can we hear a few words from you, Doctor?
Sure, sure. Well, I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I want to thank Suresh ji. I have known him for many years now, and we keep connecting every now and then. So it's always been a pleasure to be associated with Suresh ji and Milan organization. And you know, when my daughter was just 9 years old, I remember Suresh ji had organized Boogie Woogie competition in Connecticut. So we had come. So we have had a very long, association. And I'm delighted to see how, all lovely work that Milan is doing and is growing. So that is something that I was pleasantly surprised. And it's lovely to meet everybody, including Dr. Sheetal and Reshma, yourself. I think we have been in touch on WhatsApp, but it's very nice to see everyone. So I want to thank everybody for organizing this event, and Council General has left probably, but it was very nice to see him as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to the fellow women who are being honored. First of all, thank you for honoring the work. It's always encouraging to have your work noticed, whatever we are doing in our own way, and it's always very encouraging. So definitely want to thank you, and congratulations to all fellow women as well. It's been a pleasure to be here.
So, Patti Bhasha, is it so nice to hear your voice and to see you? Wow, it's like a moment for us. Is it okay if we can ask you a few questions just to learn a little bit more and get more enhanced with the Ayurveda, if you don't mind?
Of course, please go ahead.
So my first question that goes out to you is, what is the main difference between Ayurveda, allopathy, and homeopathy?
Sure. So all three are very different, timeline-wise, approach-wise, treatment principle-wise, very different. So Ayurveda is the most ancient. It's 5,000 plus years old by conservative estimates. Then comes modern medicine, which you can say is about 2,000 plus years old. And homeopathy is the youngest of them. So timeline wise, these are the differences between the three. And treatment approach wise, they are widely different. Even though homeopathy and Ayurveda fall in the category of holistic, or what we call alternate or complementary. Even then, there is a lot of difference between Ayurveda and homeopathy as well. First of all, homeopathy has originated in Germany. Samuel Hahnemann is the founder of homeopathy, and it's about maybe 500 years, no, I think maybe just 200 years old, homeopathy. And Ayurveda is very, very ancient, and as the name suggests, it is the science of life itself. And it encompasses everything around life, living life principles. And it's very vast, it's very deep-rooted, it has stood the test of time, and the treatment approach is very holistic, mind, body, spirit. Homeopathy also has some similarity in the sense that homeopathy also recognizes that no two people are alike. So there is a concept of body constitution or blueprint. Modern medicine, very different, one size fits all mostly. There is no distinction between, individual to individual. And usually the treatment approach is more symptom management. It's not root cause analysis or removing the root cause, which is what differentiates it from any holistic modality. Any holistic modality would try to find out the root cause of the problem, and therefore it has much better and long-lasting outcomes. So these are some of the major differences.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing so much of your knowledge. Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
What is Ayurveda, and how is it relevant to today's world, today's time, and in its country of origin and as well as worldwide?
Thank you for asking that question. Ayurveda is one of the most ancient, continuously practiced, I wouldn't even say systems of medicine, I would say life sciences. So Ayurveda has stood the test of time. So it's very ancient, and the question can come, why are we talking about such an ancient system in the 21st century? But the beauty of Ayurveda is that even though it's so ancient, it continues to provide contemporary health solutions. So we are talking more about personalized medicine now. Ayurveda is the mother of personalized medicine. We are talking about the importance of gut health in overall well-being. Ayurveda has always talked about the centrality of gut health, Agni, what we call the metabolism. And then Ayurveda has 8 branches which cover all of the aspects of well-being, right from gynecology, general medicine, surgery. In fact, Sushruta or Dhanvantari is said to be the god of surgery. And in India, actually the highest award for surgeons is the Dhanvantari Award for modern medicine. So Ayurveda continues to provide contemporary health solutions, and it is the only science that talks about primary prevention. That is very important. The first stated goal of Ayurveda is swasthasya swasthya rakshanam, means preservation, protection, and promotion of the health of the healthy. This is a very unique concept. So that is a big, big differentiator, because we are not just talking about absence of disease. We are talking about actual overall well-being, which includes not just physical, physiological, but also psychological, emotional, social well-being. So the approach of Ayurveda towards health is very wide, and it encompasses all our dimensions, not just your BMI or your blood pressure or blood sugar. And Ayurveda provides the user manual for life, all the dinacharya, what we talk about daily rituals, the preventative maintenance rituals, oil pulling, taking care of skin, abhyanga, skin is the largest organ of the body, taking care of eyes and tripla eye wash, ear care. So preventative way of living, which is the primary prevention, because what we see in modern medicine is secondary prevention, which is screening, means diseases are identified when they have been developed. But Ayurveda talks about ways of living where disease should not even develop. And that is primary prevention. So that is huge. And then the second part of Ayurveda is focused on disease management, disease solutions, which is very, very strong. We have 10,000 plus formulations, we have specialized body works, etc., etc. So it's a very, very vast science. I always say I did not choose Ayurveda because I did not know anything about Ayurveda until grade 12 in India. I always say Ayurveda chose me. And I have just been very, very committed and passionate about Ayurveda ever since Ayurveda found me, or I found Ayurveda. So I really believe Ayurveda can transform the health of the global population. So you asked the question about domestic and global relevance. In our country, so I was part of the Ayush ministry as a CMO before I left India. So I have seen the integration of Ayurveda more and more in the national healthcare. Oh, thank you. I was wondering if I'm going over time, but in my time, the Ayush sector was just a directorate in the Red Cross building in New Delhi. And over a period of time, right in front of my eyes, we have an independent Ayush ministry now with an independent Ayush minister and our very own Ayush secretary, Dr. Kotecha now, which earlier used to be IS cadre officers. So I have seen a lot of mainstreaming of Ayurveda, especially in COVID times. I think all of you are aware, all the kadas became very popular, etc., etc. So we have seen a lot of mainstreaming of Ayurveda, which is a good thing, very good thing for India, because in all of the far off areas, remote corners, people are still living by traditional wisdom, grandma's remedies, home remedies, etc. And we should be able to give them the confidence to use it. So it's very, very relevant. I also have a master's in public health from here in US. So I do believe that it should be part of our public health, approach in India. And it is happening. On the global scale, there is enough can't be said about how relevant Ayurveda is in today's times, especially in a country like US, which is spending more than 18% of its GDP on healthcare with not so very good outcomes. So with any comparable nation, and most of the disease burden coming from chronic illnesses. So Ayurveda, and I'm part of that process right now as an educator, as a consultant. The need is just immense and huge in this country, and likewise other European countries, Canada, etc. So we have Ayurveda slowly coming out of India and going into so many other countries, and they are benefiting from it.
So Pratibhaji, this is really a very good information. A quick one more thing, because I remember, I see that in the beginning you have given the basic element of the Panchbhuta, space, air, fire, water, and earth combining. But in the human body, how this impact Vata, Pitta, and Kapha? Because we always heard these names.
Yes. So the Pancha Mahabhuta is the very, very, very fundamental principle in Ayurveda. All other principles in Ayurveda are based on that principle, because we are a microcosm of the universe, and universe is Panchabhautik. We are Panchabhautik, So that is the common denominator. Now, the Pancha Mahabhutas are represented in our body in the form of three functional entities: Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Vata is air, space. Pitta is fire, water, and Kapha is earth, water. So that is the relevance. Those are the functional entities. So they are the CEOs of our body's company, if you can say. They operate our body, the functional part of our body. So I hope that kind of answers the question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
So much information that you are learning. In fact, I've always as a child loved to want to do Ayurveda, but maybe it didn't choose me. So maybe one day I'll do it with you. But let's move on to the next question for you and describe in a few words your work in the field of Ayurveda.
Sure. So as I mentioned earlier, 13 years I was with the Ayush Ministry, and while in India, I was, so I have a master's in Ayurveda, first of all, from National Institute of Ayurveda. And while doing my MD, I gave the UPSC exam, and I was one of the 12 selected all over India. I was ranked 5th. So that's how I came into the government sector. And I worked there for 13 years. And while working, I was always trying to do something outside of my OPD work. So I did WHO fellowships in non-communicable diseases, and I was part of a WHO pilot program for schools where Ayurveda and yoga were tested as, wellness practices. So I was always doing something or the other. But after coming here, I was on a dependent visa. I had to start from zero. This was like my second, innings here. I was, like any other immigrant, I had to go through all of the, steps of getting. So I got my MPH. I went on a student visa first. At the age of 40, I got my second master's. And then based on that, I applied for a special H1, etc. So it was a long journey. As of today, I'm a citizen. And in this process, I have just dedicated myself to Ayurveda. I'm so passionate about, I really feel very fulfilled with what I do. In the course of my 17 years here now, in May, I'll be completing 17 years. I have founded 2 nonprofits. Holistic Health Alliance, which is a national nonprofit, and Council for Ayurveda Research, which is an international nonprofit. We have an India chapter, and a lot of work is going on. Last year we did a COVID summit, which was graced by the embassy, the ambassador, etc. CG was also there. Ayush secretary was there, so did a very useful event, I feel. It was very, very informative with 28 experts with real frontline work on Ayurveda. So the journey continues. I'm still very actively pursuing several projects in Ayurveda. I teach for different schools. I consult, etc., etc. So yeah, my time goes in everything around health, healing, and Ayurveda.
Thank you so much. It's amazing and wonderful to hear all your journey and so much knowledge you have. My last question would be, what's the scope of integrative medicine in the 21st century?
I think that is the medicine of future, where not only the client, but also the physician will be able to cherry pick the best solution for the client. Because, if someone is having a heart attack, obviously we should not sit down and chant Om at that time. You should get yourself to the hospital immediately. So there is a place for modern medicine. And because, as I mentioned earlier, that the largest burden on healthcare is from chronic illnesses. And the minute you use the word chronic, means they're all preventable. They're all lifestyle, related. So therein come the holistic, practices which can really provide robust solutions where things can turn around. Because if you get diabetes in this country, you have to be on metformin and other, increasingly strong medications, same with blood pressure, etc. But there is no talk about turning it around. Systems like Ayurveda, homeopathy, Chinese medicine, we provide that. And that should be the way to go. So integrative is really the future of medicine. I have been part of 2 integrative medicine practices, which are very unique in the sense that under one roof, we had primary care, we had acupuncture, we had Ayurveda, etc. I have my office, somebody's asking, I have my office, so I'm in Massachusetts, and my email ID is pratibha@myayurved.org, not Ayurveda, pratibha@myayurved.org. And that is my website also, myayurved.org. So please go ahead and visit, say a hello anytime.
There's so much that we can learn from you and so much to hear from you, but we have constraints with time. And thank you for this immense knowledge that we all need. Hopefully we cross our paths one day soon. And with that, again, I'll thank you, and we'll move on to our next guest and honoring Mamta Patel. So she is a multifaceted personality, a performer, choreographer, and founder of Nupur Art Academy and Arts in Motion. She acquired a keen interest in dancing, painting, drama at a very young age and has studied Kalakeshetra style Bharatnatyam from India. With over 25 years of experience in Bharatnatyam, she has choreographed many classical and semi-classical folk dances that have won her several awards. Her interest in drama has given her the opportunity to perform along with Mrs. Jaya Bachchan and movie director Ramesh Talwar for a play, Ma Retire Hoti Hai. She currently conducts Bharatnatyam classes at various locations throughout Connecticut and runs a creative entertainment service for paint parties called Pretty in Pink. That's cool. She also a member of office bearer of various social and community organizations here in Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome our honoree, Mrs. Mamta Patel. All yours. Can we have a few words, Mamta ji?
Sure. Thank you, Reshma ji. First of all, I would like to thank you, Milan Association, Suresh Sharma ji, Junior Sharma ji, Reshma ji, and Dr. Sheetal Desai for giving me this honor and respect and to be part of Choose to Challenge program here. And it is very nice of you, and I'm very honored. And as you already said so much about me, again, my name is Mamta. I run Bharatnatyam classes throughout Connecticut. I've been teaching kids from almost 25 to 27 years now. I have my own school. My main graduation was in graphic designing. So I'm a painter by myself. I do a lot of paintings here and I teach kids lots of paintings too. But my main career has been my dance career as I have done my master in Bharatnatyam from Miraj University in Mumbai, India. And so that's my soul work, I will put it that way, that has been satisfying my need for art and to work with the kids, that's my passion. So I think this combination of being an artist and teaching as a teacher works for me the best. And here I am and doing a lot of volunteer works with Sharma ji. He's one of the person that taught me about community work, how to proceed about that. When I came, I was just like a part of as a volunteer. He made me almost a board of director in Milan. I used to work for Milan for so many years. I still am able to try to do as much as I can do it for Milan. So thank you so much, Sharma ji, again. And I think this is it for me. I don't want to praise myself more.
Thank you so much.
So Mamta ji, we have a question.
Sure.
So because we heard about that volunteer activity, graphic designing, dancing, goes on. How you do your time management and how do you advise us as well as our youth that how they can do this time management?
Very honestly, I used to do full-time work. I used to work in the evening as like teaching dance classes every couple hours in the evening, like 5 to 7 or 5 to 8. Then I used to attend meetings but it's not always, we do once a month meeting. And when the event comes, we used to be actively participate there. But I would say I'm a workaholic. I cannot think except like I watch TV and I still work. I watch TV and I still do other things too. So it's so many ways you can, but you have to be multitasker and you definitely need a big, nice calendar. If you see my phone calendar right now, it's full of like I have every hour I have agenda that I like to do it. I just like to keep myself busy all the time. I don't like sitting on a sofa. So even though when I'm not doing anything, my mind is still thinking or participating in different activities. And I think it's, as being a dancer, I think that's one thing, because as a dancer, they teach us, like while we are performing, we are thinking what is the next step coming, what the expression should be on the face according to the music, and our bodies performing according to our subconscious mind. So we are trained to do 3-4 different things. So for me, doing all this activity was fun. First of all, I love volunteering. As Bhagyaji said, it satisfied my needs. It gives me a good feelings that I'm doing something for other people. I'm living for other people. I don't want to live for myself only. I want to live for other people. I want to contribute as much as knowledge that God has given me. I want to try for that I can be helpful to other people's. Example wise, like last year, due to COVID time, in our school time, they used to teach us basic sewing and carpentry kind of things. In my school was founded by Mahatma Gandhi, so he always wanted to believe in having a basic needs of life. So I knew a little bit of sewing, but then, the Seva organization from Connecticut area, they approached me. I tried to sew mask for the nursing homes in the beginning, when mask was in terrible needs and people didn't have mask. I sewed almost 300 to 400 masks, sitting at home, because obviously I was teaching online by that time already. I wasn't traveling outside, completely in home, and not having full-time job, not having school or anything. I had a lot of time. So I think it's all about time management. If you do a time management, I think you can do a lot of things. And on top of that, you need to have interest to do something. You need to have that heart that, okay, I want to do something different for other people. That comes the first thing. So that's how I time manage.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So with that, we have another question for you. What are the different types of Indian classical dances, just in case people don't know and are not aware of them?
Sure. There are, traditionally, it used to be 7 main classical dance styles of India, which includes Bharatnatyam, Kathak. You must have heard Kathak, because there are 4 very important ones that they say is Bharatnatyam, Kathak, Kathakali, and Odissi. But then there are sub qualities about Manipuri, Mohiniyattam, Kuchipudi. And then nowadays, people are still more asking of Satriya dance, that is from Assam. So technically, it used to be 7, but now 8 mean that classical dance style of India. They have their own roots, they have their own histories, they have different styles of dancing. And Bharatnatyam is, I think, one of the most oldest form, has the rhymes comes from Rig Veda, and maybe the first visual proof of Bharatnatyam comes from the dancing girl from Mohenjo-daro Sanskriti. So those are the oldest proof that Bharatnatyam, I think, is the oldest form of dance.
That answered my question. That was, what was Bharatnatyam dance, and what is the religious significance of it, if you can explain that?
Sure. The religious significance is, like, obviously it came from the Rig Veda and all the old Vedic literature. So all our style and dances, basically when it comes to lasya, more emotional dances or more pure nritya. Nritya means more emotional, where you depict a story by doing a dance. That is all related to our religious scripture. It's based on Lord Krishna, Shiva, Lakshmi, you name any god, and Bharatnatyam would have a dance about them. So the thing is, when I teach kids, doesn't matter which caste or which state they are coming from, the first thing they learned is about the God, because that if they know the personality of God, if they know the roots of God, that's the only way they can depict them. They can perform as Lord Ganesha on the stage, or Lord Shiva. If they want to show Tandav, obviously they have to know about Lord Shiva's personality. Who was he? Who was his family? What is his personality was? How strong man he was? Was he destroyer or creator like Brahma, or world runner like Vishnu. So he or she needs to know the theory about that God specifically. So when I teach, usually my kids, they have to write an essay before they start learning dance. So if they are learning about Lord Ganesha, they have to give me an essay about Lord Ganesha. And then I read that, I correct them, I teach them proper significance about that God. I tell them about how he looks, how he's going to act, what kind of feelings he's going to feel when he performs. Like example wise, when I teach about Krishna, obviously he's more into romantic, more romance kind of thing. We are not talking about Mahabharata or Gita right now. We are only talking about when he was born, what Leela he did, how he was with Radha, how he was with other gopis. So they need to know about Lord Krishna's personality. Sometimes kids has no idea. In America, I'm telling you, they just know the basic name and that's it. So we have to, I'm not only teaching them dance, I'm teaching them about religion too, about a specific God, and that's how they perform about that dance.
Very well.
That's really intense, actually.
Yes.
With that, we move on to another question for you. Are there,
Sure.
like you say, not only teaching them dance, but you're also teaching them religion. With that,
Right.
I think there could be another question that's related with it. Are there any health benefits of Indian classical dancing?
I'm sorry, what?
Are there any health benefits of Indian classical dancing? Do we benefit with it by health?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Why not? Because obviously it's one kind of exercise. Nowadays, people believe a lot of like Zumba classes or Bhangra classes or Bollywood workout. You will see those kind of things. Actually, Bharatanatyam will, I would say, includes the oldest method of yoga, and then Pilates, and then slow workout. I would put it that way. You're stretching your body. You have, when you are dancing, fast-paced dance, you're holding your breathing patterns. You are training your body to dance on certain stamina level. You're holding your breathing, you're doing pranayama, you're using your physical strength to show more fast pace or more strong dance, which is pure nritta, where you only see the steps and different choreography. They are jumping and doing stuff like this. So that it is a lot of physical training. I always tell my kids, it's not just dancing. You're training your body. Your muscle doesn't know what you're going to do next. You have to train for years and years so that your muscle becomes more stronger and your muscle knows, or your brain knows, what is going to come next. So definitely there are so much health benefits. Obviously you stay fit, you always stay healthy. I think your heart beats on certain level that brings your breathing overall health more proper way. I would say, I will just take my own example. I've been dancing all my life, and touch wood, I do not even have a blood pressure problem or any sugar problem or any, I don't even take a single pill in my life. And it does help. It's a very healthy lifestyle if you do it properly. Obviously, also in our time, we needed to do a little bit stretching and pranayama before we start dancing to prepare our body. We do like a Pilates kind of stretchings. We have a stick workout that we do. We hold a stick and we stretch our bodies. So the kids has to do all those things before they even start dancing. And the positions that we take, that is almost like yoga poses. Like we do lunges, we sit on our toes all the way down, we flip our back, which is almost like chakrasana. So there are so many yoga asanas included in our dance form. Obviously, the kids just doesn't know that they are doing kind of exercise because they are enjoying more. That's why people choose dance to be main exercise source, because they're still having fun and they still enjoy and still work out.
It's really nice.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. This was very, very, very informative about dance. So we just thought it was dance and we just watch and observe it. And there's so much science behind it to prevent injuries.
It's actually very divine. If you know, like throughout all these dances that I've been like, obviously I see Kathak, I see Kuchipudi. And obviously being a dancer, I always compare what's the difference between different dance styles. And somehow for me, I came up with the thing, like I compared the little steps like in Bharatanatyam, when flowers are open in the hand of dancers, birds flies from the tips of the fingers, the body sways, sometimes in pride or sometimes in devotion. Each muscles of the face transforms. Eye moves into blandishments. Eyebrows express sometimes horror or suspicion. Even as the whole face express different and often contrary feelings of a musical piece or a poem or a prayer or a bhajan through the vehicle of the body is surely unmatched with any other art. I think that's what I feel. It's very hard. It's like we are using from tips of our finger to everything. All parts of the body is included in Bharatanatyam. And I think that's what makes it Bharatanatyam a little unique than other dance style that I've seen. And I'm not saying it's not good. It's everything is good. Whatever dance style they're learning, everything is perfect in their significance way. But being a Bharatanatyam dancer, those are the differences that I've seen from other dances, that I'm using my whole body.
Reshma, you're mute.
So much for your intense knowledge, but we're running a little short of the time and we're running a little behind. So I hope we have another chance with you one more time, and hopefully I can fly there and learn dancing from you. With that,
Sure.
we are very
I do give online classes, so you can definitely learn online.
got me. So we New Yorkers, I guess, Sheetal. So
sure.
With that, let's move on to our next segment. And if we have a few little panel speakers here in house, and just two of them, and then we have another special character here. So we have three good special characters here. We have a physiotherapist here, we have a banker here, and we have a doctor here. So each one of them are going to share certain things with us. One of them is going to give us some, due to these COVID times, yes, we don't want to talk about it, but we have to face it. So we have to accept it. But then how do we survive with it? When we had dancing, we had all of this from you, wonderful honorees, but to also go on with that, we have a little bit of, due to COVID and lungs get especially affected, we have Dr. Sheetal here, who is going to guide us with little breathing exercises. We have Prerna here, who's going to teach us a little bit of facial yoga, live facial yoga and live breathing exercises. And we have Samtaji here, she's in the banking industry. So, a lot of people are going through finance issues. She's going to guide us with that. So we have live from them. Please may I have Dr. Sheetal, Prerna, and Samtaji on the platform, so I can welcome you guys. Dr. Sheetal, I already spoke about. Samtaji, can we have her on? She's a resident of Long Island, a panel speaker. She has been a banker for the last 16 years with a vast experience in residential and business lending. She's currently the branch manager and AVP of People United Bank since the last 4 years, and the board member of Westbury Carl Place Chamber of Commerce, and an active member of Hicksville Chamber of Commerce. She's also a mother of 3 beautiful children and manages her professional and family life with the same ease as she manages banking and finance. So ladies and gentlemen, we have Samtaji, and then a little bit on Prerna, we can even bring her on the platform. She is an accomplished and successful clinical healthcare and informatic professional with many decades of experience in yoga and holistic health. She has been practicing and learning yoga from a very young age. She is of the opinion that yoga has been instrumental in bringing her success both on personal and professional level. Her intensity and focus by performing yoga regularly has allowed her to gain physical, mental, emotional, and psychological well-being crucial for achieving desired goals. She's also assisted with several community events, including COVID-related camps and other social groups on various platforms such as Zoom and in person. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we have on the panel speaker a session of face yoga with Mrs. Prerna Desai. But with that, my question, Sheetal, Dr. Sheetal, if I can ask you a few questions. Dr. Sheetal, who inspires you, or I would say, who motivates you?
Oh, thank you so much for your question, Reshma. On the International Women's Day, who else could empower you more or inspire you more but your mother? For me, my mother was everything. And yes, my mother inspires us, shows us the way to live your life. She set us by the example, and she taught us everything we are now. Today being her 32nd death anniversary, how else can I pay tribute to her by remembering her and her teachings to all three of us, and bringing me to where I am now. Thank you so much, Reshma, for the question.
And for you, Samtaji, what is PPP and who is legible?
We are very lucky to live in a country that in these situations, the government is ready to help everyone financially. So PPP is basically a payroll protection loan, which is sponsored by the government and the SBA. Anybody who is self-employed, whether they are 1099 employees or whether they have a corporation with employees in there, they all are eligible to apply for a PPP loan. And the best thing is that this loan is all forgiven. So you really don't have to pay anything back to the SBA.
Okay. With that said, Prerna, I'll move on to you. What fascinates you to be inspired by yoga, holistic healing?
Well, as we all know, in life, sometimes you have to deal with adversity like what we are dealing with right now, the stress that is unprecedented. We have to learn, we have to train our bodies, our minds, so that, we can protect ourselves, we can help others, we can also help our families, our friends. So to me, yoga is a way of life. It is not just exercise. It is not just some things that you do on regular basis. It is a way of life. You can learn a lot of things from yoga, simple things like, be kind to people, be generous, satisfaction, understanding, love and care for society, people who are disadvantaged, do some voluntary work. We have been talking about voluntary work through and through this program. And volunteering work is also part and parcel of yoga. So yes, yoga inspires, and it should be part of everybody's life, directly or indirectly. Yoga doesn't mean you just do exercises. It is a lot more than what just the yoga word means. So that's why I'm more interested in yoga.
So we're going to be having you a little later to just show us live presentation on facial yoga. But before that, I have a few more questions for Dr. Sheetal and Samtaji. Dr. Sheetal, during these challenging times, I can see that it's hard for businesses to stay afloat and healthcare being main focus. What message do you have for the audience?
Sure. Thanks for the question. As we all relate, struggles in business is there with the finances, but we've pinpointed during the times of the COVID and all that health is more important than wealth at this point. And as long as you're taking care of your health is in your hands. Your hands, meaning your hands that cook for everyone. Make sure you eat nutritious food. Make sure you exercise. Make sure you work hard towards it, and make sure you have the best in your ability to take care of yourself. Make sure you make your regular doctor's visit if you need to do. Make sure you exercise regularly. At least 30 to 40 minutes of regular exercise during the day is important. That exercise could be yoga, it could be Tai Chi, it could be Zumba, it could be any form of exercise that you feel that you're comfortable and it's your style. But please do the minimum of 30 minutes of exercises every day to maintain your health and your lungs and your breathing and your vital capacity. All that is important for you to have good health. With that, I think when Reshmaji said that she wanted me to describe a little bit about the breathing. COVID, because it affected breathing the most, and that's why it's important to breathe right. And we wanted to make sure that I explain you that a full breathing is important. So what you want to do is every hour, at least 4 to 5 complete full breath. which is, if everyone would know what pranayama is. Pranayama is important at this time, so which utilizes your lungs to the fullest capacity. Take a deep breath in from your nose and out through your other side of the nose. Because what you want to do is make sure you purse your lips and then you do the breathing. It's important for you to do a complete breathing from one side of your nostril and take it out from the other side of the nostril, which cleans up your nostrils and makes sure you have pure air in your lungs. And so if you don't know, like if you can't, just go Google, Yahoo, Yelp, however, but find how to do breathe right. And that's important. I would say your health is in your hands. To reinforce again, you as mother, daughter, sister, you are taking care of your entire family's health. So make sure your health is good. You cannot pour from an empty cup, I tell my patients. You have to fill your cup first and then pour. So make sure you take care of your own health. Thank you so much, Reshma.
Thank you.
It's really nice of you to share this, because we all need this, even in not only COVID, but I think when we are in stress or anything related, just it's not like losing it out on something, you're not happy with some situation, something at work is annoying you. I think we should just step away and take an inhale. So that's really important. And thanks, that was a real give back to us, Dr. Sheetal. With that, I have just one more question for Samtaji. I'm running out of time, so I have to cut it short. I'm so sorry. Like you said about PPP and who are eligible, right? What are the documents needed and what is the deadline that we have to do to apply for it?
So the deadline before was March 31st, which is today, but Biden was very good. Our President Biden was very good, extended the timeline to May 31st. Who gets paid on 1099 and files a Schedule C is eligible to apply. The only document needed is their tax return for 2019 or 20, and they can definitely apply. It's a simple process. I don't think it takes more than 10 minutes. And Uber drivers, hairdressers, construction people, real estate agents, they all are eligible to apply for it just because they all paid on 1099s.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Sheetal and Samtaji, for this valid information that we needed. I wish we had more time, that we could have learned more, because these are the things that we need, finance and health. But the time constraints, I guess we got to move on. And we have Dr. Prerna here to present to us a little bit about the facial yoga, please.
Okay, I just want to correct one thing. I'm not a doctor.
I call you doctor. A healer is always a doctor.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you, the entire Milan team, for putting this event together. Welcome to session of Face Yoga with Prerna. As we all have faced unprecedented adversity due to pandemic, let us celebrate something with positivity on the occasion of Choose the Challenge event, with uplifting not our minds, but also our facial muscles. So no matter how great our skin is, but if the facial muscles are not toned, the facial skin looks saggy, giving us less than optimal looks. So before we go about it, there's just few things that I would like to mention is that, as always, please consult your physician before start any exercise routine. You do not need any special equipment. These exercises can be done from anywhere. All you need is just some kind of moisturizer or serum of your choice. So are you going to do the slides?
Yes.
Or you first want me to talk?
I'm just going to, yeah, because it's a little difficult.
So what is face yoga? Because a lot of people ask me this question that, okay, well, what it is? We have heard about yoga exercises, but you have never heard about face yoga. So face yoga is a form of exercise, facial exercise with movements, stretching and massaging facial muscles. by targeting a special group of muscles and tissues around the area will help tone, tighten, and contour your face. Doing this exercise and massages regularly promote toned and taut skin. So to put simply, face yoga is a series of facial exercise where you intentionally isolate a muscle group and tone. You just focus on a muscle group and then exercise and tone that specific muscles.
Okay. So we're going to start the warm-up, right?
Right.
Warm-up is an essential part of exercise.
So
let's start the warming up routine. Stand or sit down, holding your back straight. Apply oil or serum of your choice.
नहीं तो आपका तो बहुत ज्यादा काम में बिजी है आप.
Tap gently on your face with fingers as demonstrated. We will now start with the forehead. Make a fist. Come to the center. Move outward. Your hand should slide outwards without any friction. This action will improve your front nails muscle relaxation, helping with visual fatigue, difficulty with vision when tired, and reducing forehead wrinkles. This massage enhances the regenerative process. Take your index finger, make a hook, and press lightly on a joint, on a point between eyebrows. Move knuckle upwards in vertical line, gently putting pressure up to 10 seconds. This massage will help eliminate nervous tension and improve the appearance of skin around eyes and mouth. The stress-related expressions causes the vertical lines, which can be eliminated with this massage. Now, we can move on to the eyes. Using your index fingers, tap around eye area. This will help with puffiness and dark circles. It is also beneficial with under eye bags as it will facilitate lymphatic drainage and circulation. Let us go to an acupressure point for stress reduction. Take a deep breath in and out. Lightly smoothing across here and out, super gently as the skin is very delicate. Let us now move to the cheeks. We're going to puff the cheeks out with full of air and hold that position. Put your fingers over your mouth to smooth out the lines around your mouth. While holding the position, tap your cheeks. If your face is prone to profound nasolabial lines, tap for a little longer to massage that area. Do the same action on the other side and don't forget to breathe. Keep breathing in and out from nose, releasing the tension. Pinch your jawline area with taking 2 fingers and thumb, starting from chin to all the way to jawline, lifting the fingers, going back to chin and repeating once more. When you go to the jawline, find a spot under the ear, press and hold for 10 seconds. This acupressure point massage is to release the jawline. Pressure you may have during the night, in addition to releasing the jawline, pressure build up during the day. Keep your face relaxed and in neutral position. Arms relaxed and on the side. Tilt your head back on one side. Put your lips together while moving your tongue up and down in your mouth quickly but comfortably for 1 minute. Massage the thyroid gland with wrapping 4 fingers and thumb. Since the thyroid gland is a part of the endocrine system, the improved blood and lymphatic circulation associated with this massage can help to offset the lower production of important hormones. Boosting collagen and elastin production for smoother skin. Make an O shape with your mouth. Take 2 fingers and massage with upward motion to improve the production of collagen and elastin. A simple massage can both strengthen the muscle memory and support collagen production. Gently massaging your facial muscles daily can also boost circulation, making the skin look refreshed and more youthful. Simply apply moderate pressure in circular movements along the cheeks, chin, and forehead. No time, no worries. Sing vowels while driving. A, E, I, O, U. Sing each vowel up to a minute while in car. This helps you get the lifted cheek lines, make lips plumper, also help with relaxing the muscles. Lion pose. Stick your tongue out, stretching it downwards while breathing through your mouth and roar like a lion. Toned appearance with elongated shape. Open the mouth as wide as possible while keeping the tongue pressed to the lower teeth. This helps with reducing double chin and sculpted cheekbones. That's awesome.
Thank you, everybody.
Wow, that was so nice, Prerna. I have to practice this, don't we? We all need to practice this, and we can share it with everybody who attended with us tonight so that we all benefit from it. God bless you, Prerna, for this. And with that, I think we are going to move on. I know we are running out, but we just have few words to say. Sheetalji, would you like to say something?
I would like to first of all thank you, Reshma, who has wonderfully executed the entire program with, of course, it was tireless hours of very short notice. But let me tell you a little bit about Reshma. Reshma is a wonderful wife, wonderful mother, and she's an entrepreneur who decided to actually be with the kids in the young and tender age for her children. But she was in garment industry and she has done exceptionally well. She was managing businesses and worked with multiple nonprofit organizations as well, school board, school PTAs, and various fundraising events. And we are very, very happy to have her with us in Milan. With that, I am going to also say thank you to everyone. Thank you to Sharmaji, Junior Sharmaji, Senior Sharmaji, of course, the Consulate General for gracing the occasion, and all the honorees, all the panelists, and all the viewers without whom we will not be able to have this event. I would like to have Sharmaji to speak a few words for the panel, for the honorees before we conclude the segment. Sharmaji, you're mute. Unmute, please. Unmute, kare.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sheetal, for giving me again a chance. जब मैंने शीतल को, I saw her presenting, Jhansi ki Rani, saying that खूब लड़ी वो मस्तानी झांसी वाली रानी थी, तो मेरे को ऐसा, I just felt it that way, that probably Milan got a Jhansi Rani. And just thinking that, I was just thinking and saying that खूब कहा किसी ने लीडरशिप क्वालिटी वाली वो शीतल देसाई ही हो सकती है, because what I was thinking, there is a phrase going on, which says, where there is a will, there is a way. Because as Reshma mentioned earlier, multifaceted personality, that is what Sheetal is. Just think of a hardworking, practitioner, a mother, a wife, a household affairs, it do a list, of this thing and that thing, keeping, a smile always on her face. And then how she can get some time, for this community service. She has a very, peaceful aura around her. She is, always ready to take a step forward, out of the box, extra miles to go, ready to help people. Never seen a an expression of being tired. I was just wondering how she can manage, all these things. But then finally, it comes to my mind that there are few people on the earth, those who make this statement, alive, that when there is a will, there is a way. She finds, the way to do all these things. And if you look into the leadership quality, she's a very good guide. She helps people to grow. And in my this very short span, I have seen that she comes with her own innovations, she comes with the own ideas. And even if I was saying, okay, let's do it, this way, she will expand on that. This is a fantastic personality. And I feel myself very proud. I mean, I'm using a word proud, but yes, I do feel myself very proud that being an observer, I could find a leader, for Milan, who will make Milan to grow like anything. And that's, I'm a greedy person. I feel that she helps my dream come true. Thank you, Sheetal. You are a wonderful leader, and your passion will make Milan, I do not know to which heights it will go. Thanks a lot for that, for being with Milan.
Thank you so much, Sharmaji, for giving us this opportunity. And I think I have to say, as a leader, and you showed us the way, sometimes when you go through the step ladder of success or step ladder of doing your activities, during your journey, when you see that there was an escalator behind you, you would tell your next person, oh, there's an escalator. Don't go through the troubles that I went through. Take the escalator. And that's what I think you're doing. And that's what I think all these ladies that are on the panel are doing. And wonderful Junior Sharmaji. What we want to do is make sure that it is making it easier and mentoring for the others that come down our road. So you have done that torch bearing part already. You've done the hard work of establishing Milan. We will try our best to make sure it goes further at the next level. For the viewers to know that, yes, during COVID times, even in New York, Samtaji was with me, Reshmaji was with me, Preranaji was with me, Babitaji was with me, and Paulji was with us. We donated masks, sanitizers to some senior centers, about 200 plus in each senior centers. Also a home for the women that were less advantaged. We gave them, during Thanksgiving, we gave them pies. And we did a lot of work, which we did not publicize. We did not want to publicize. When you're doing it for your people, there does not need to be publicized. So New York chapter started working from October onwards. with guidance of Suresh Sharma ji. So thank you for giving us this opportunity to be there for you, for your mission. Unsung hero is Mr. Sharma. Thank you for founding this with the vision for India and here. And thank you again. Reshma, over to you.
Yeah, so I know we had a little bit of, Vidita was actually going to sing. She has a beautiful medley for us. If we can just give her another 5 minutes, it will be appreciated because she has prepared it actually for the event. So, Vidita, can we have you back on, please?
Yes, sure.
For Reshma is another, backbone. And her style, my God, I have no words. She is the one who can inspire others and also can make people to say yes to her, will never say no, whatever she wants people to do. This is a very amazing personality. It's a very different kind of that the way she speaks, the way she brings energy, the way, she compose yourself and interact with the people. Fantastic. I want to learn something from you, Reshma, that your modulation of the voice, your smile, your energy, all combined together gives a different kind of personality which inspire others, to go with you. So fantastic. Really, In our team, let me tell you, it's Samta, Prerana, Babita, right? And now I talked to Reshma the other day that expand some members into it, and I'm sure that you and Sheetal will definitely be bringing people with the same kind of thinking. So thank you for that, and Babita, Samta, and Prernaji, you people are the chartered members. You are the pillars now, of Milan, and a strong pillar. I'm really very, very happy and feel myself lucky that this team we have will do wonder.
Well, Sharma ji, thank you for giving us the opportunity.
So, absolutely, it's a fantastic thing. And you people take yourself, Sheetal said guidance. I say that there is one saying, कि गुरु गुड़ रह गए, चेले शक्कर हो गए. So you people have ideas, you people have vision. This is what is needed, and this is what which will work, Okay, so thanks a lot to everyone, and above all, a great program. A great program. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot.
So Vidita ji, we have you. I'm sorry we ran a little late, but you are not a local talent. You are an amazing talent. Imagine without music, you have such a sweet voice, right? So she's a musical consultant and advisor who has worked on many albums, series, serials, movies, and social platforms in India, London, and USA. If you close your eyes and listen to her sing, you will not be able to make out the difference between the original singer and her singing. Vidita, take it. It's all yours.
Thank you so much.
I don't need to say much.
Sure. Do we have good enough time?
Yes, take it.
Fine. होठों से छू लो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो होठों से छू लो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो बन जाओ मीत मेरे मेरी प्रीत अमर कर दो होठों से छू लो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो ना उम्र की सीमा हो ना जन्म का हो बंधन जब प्यार करे कोई तो देखे केवल मन नई रीत चला कर तुम ये प्रीत अमर कर दो होठों से छू लो तुम मेरा गीत अमर कर दो तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया जिंदगी धूप तुम घना साया तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया आज फिर दिल ने एक तमन्ना की आज फिर दिल ने एक तमन्ना की आज फिर दिल को हमने समझाया आज फिर दिल को हमने समझाया जिंदगी धूप तुम घना साया तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया तुम इतना जो मुस्कुरा रहे हो तुम इतना जो मुस्कुरा रहे हो क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो तुम इतना जो मुस्कुरा रहे हो आँखों में नमी हंसी लबों पर आँखों में नमी हंसी लबों पर क्या हाल है क्या दिखा रहे हो क्या हाल है क्या दिखा रहे हो, क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो, क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो, तुम इतना जो मुस्कुरा रहे हो, तेरा चेहरा कितना सुहाना लगता है, तेरा चेहरा कितना सुहाना लगता है, तेरे आगे चांद पुराना लगता है हो, तेरा चेहरा कितना सुहाना लगता है। आग का क्या है पल दो पल में लगती है, आग का क्या है पल दो पल में लगती है, बुझते बुझते एक जमाना लगता है हो, तेरा चेहरा कितना सुहाना लगता है, तेरे आगे चांद पुराना लगता है हो, तेरा चेहरा कितना सुहाना, कितना सुहाना, कितना सुहाना लगता है।
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wow,
Thank
that
you so
was
much.
just gorgeous. I wish we had more time for you and more, but we will bring you back again with many more events of ours. And if
Sure,
you
would
have
love to join.
2 to 3 minutes, you can do that, and that we will wind up the show with that. So I know you prepared more, but anything for 2 or 3 minutes, your mashup or whatever.
Okay.
Young,
Okay, there is a new Bollywood songs mashup, which I would love to sing. Lamborghini chalai jane o, Lamborghini chalai jane o, सानू भी झूठा दे दो, किथे कले कले जाई जाने ओ, सानू भी झूठा दे दो, किथे कले कले जाई जाने ओ, मॉडल टाउन विच मारे गेड़ी, मॉडल टाउन विच मारे गेड़ी, सानू भी झूठा दे दो, किथे कले कले जाई जाने ओ, तेरी मेरी कहानी नहीं बन गई, तू मेरा हो गया मैं तेरी हो गई, जहाँ जाए तू संग मुझे ले जा, ले जा, ले जा, ले जा, पी लूं तेरे नीले नीले नैनों से शबनम, पी लूं तेरे गीले गीले होठों से सरगम, पी लूं है पीने का मौसम, तेरे संग इश्क तारी है, तेरे संग एक खुमारी है, तेरे संग चैन भी मुझको, तेरे संग बेकरारी है, तेरे संग इश्क तारी है, तेरे संग एक खुमारी है, तेरे संग चैन भी मुझको, तेरे संग बेकरारी है, girls like you go around the guys like me to sundown when I come through, I need a boy like you, yeah, yeah, girls like you, yeah, yeah, girls like you, love fun and yeah, me too, I want a girl like you, yeah, 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 yeah. I need a girl like you. Ooh, I, I'm in love with the body. Ooh, I. I'm in love with the body. Ooh, I. I'm in love with the body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. एक हो गए हम और तुम तो उड़ गए दिन मेरे और घम की पायल मस्ती में दो कंगम खन के रे हमा 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 ए हमा 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 कुछ तो है तुझसे राबता कुछ तो है तुझसे राबता कैसे हम जाने हमें क्या पता कुछ तो है तुझसे राबता तू हम सफर है फिर क्या फिक्र है जीने की वजह यही है मरना उसी के लिए एक अजनबी हसीना से यूं मुलाकात हो गई फिर क्या हुआ ये ना पूछो कुछ ऐसी बात हो गई एक अजनबी हसीना से ये मुलाकात हो गई लौंग दलशकारा ओ बेबी तेरा जान से प्यारा ओ बेबी ये चमका दिल साडा ओ बेबी देख यार ये पटियालवी जब से दिल हारा ओ बदला में सारा का सारा ओ बेबी जीवे गबरू दिल धारा ओ बेबी तेरा यार ये पटियालवी So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, da da, touch me like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. What are you waiting for? You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, da da, touch me like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. What are you waiting for?
I had to unmute. I had to mute myself because I was wanting to speak, but I wanted to hear you. That was upbeat music for us and enlightened us. We will have you one more time and more times, and good luck to you. You're a very pretty princess with a beautiful
Thank you so
voice.
much. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
ऐसा
no,
नहीं
thank
हो
you.
ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि एक स्पेशल प्रोग्राम इनका कराया जाए
Yes,
She's
we
also
have
very
also-
uनको बुला लेते हैं.
जी.
You know, the whole thing. Her
Yeah.
mother से भी बुला लेते हैं. So yeah, I mean, it can be a family affair, and you know, I had known the whole family. They were our next door neighbors in Gujarat. So all of them, they sing so well, and father is really renowned artist, and now she is also on that way. Yeah, very, very.
Thank you so much, Prerna auntie.
Yeah, sure, beta.
Thank you for introducing her. Really
नहीं,
amazing.
बहुत अच्छा really
Classical भी बहुत अच्छा गाती है. Yeah, this was because we told her to have like light entertainment, so she prepared it like this. But she is also very like a technical classical singer as well.
So this was just a jhalak, Vidita. We will have you more in upcoming events. Definitely an event just directed to you. And with that said, thank you so much for enlightening us. And I would just like to I hope we checked all the boxes and we have wanted to provide something for everyone. some gyan from our panel speakers, some inspiration from our honorees, some pride from our women of historical significance, and finally the Bollywood melodies from our talented Vidita. Thank you, Sharma ji, that is Suresh Sharma ji, for giving us this freedom to plan and implement the show. Having trust in us was amazing. You never questioned us once. You just said, go with it and just do it. Thank you to all of you who have made this show possible. Hariji for handling the videos, the opening of our show, the Zoom spotlight, the participants who depicted the historical significance. Thank you for going out of those to help us.
Hari is our Milan backbone and a heartbeat.
I am just running behind our youngest member because Sharmaji is like our youngest in the family. He has so much energy with.
Yes.
नहीं मैं पता क्या करता हूँ कि 82 साल के जवान को ये 50 साल के बूढ़े क्या काम करेंगे
I don't see that in you. I don't see that in you. So thank you to the honors. I'm sure they've kind of left, but for appearing for us and giving us the inspiration and time. Lastly, but not the least, a special thank you to the audience, of course, for staying with us and supporting us. Hopefully, we have bigger numbers to run. This was just our teaming event from New York. Thank you to Sheetal, my co-chair. I wouldn't call you my co-chair, my leader, my pride, my sister, my soul sister, for introducing me to Milan, because I was in different organizations, but I didn't find it to be my final path. I see that in this organization, so much love, so much gratitude, so much affection, accepting us, wanting us, and making us feel home. So thank you for introducing me to such a beautiful organization. I have more to do, more to grow, more to do and give services, and for tolerating all of our crazy tantrums, if at all we have done anything. I loved working with all of you, my New York chapter people, which is Babita ji, Prerna ji, and Samta ji. I hope I filled up to your expectations, but if not, forgive me as a younger one, just entering, guide me, and I will follow your path. And once again, thank you to all the supporters for this evening. With this said, my last one, I was not prepared, but Hariji, thank you so much. That 1 little hour that we got with you, you gave us so much to learn that I could just learn the Zoom and just operate the Zoom. So your guiding was really, really helpful. And Suresh ji, I mean, aapne jo mere liye kaha, my God, you got tears in my eyes. I couldn't take it. I'm not used to taking praises. So you really made me feel like a little daughter today. I don't have family here, not at all. Not from my husband's side, not from my side. We are just 4 of us, my husband, myself, and my 2 little kids. With that said, I think I have a family now with Milan. Yes, I have Sheetal, who is my soul sister, but then I have Milan now. So you look like a father figure to me. I wouldn't say, look, you are one father to me. I could see when you were preaching me, I was thinking my daddy is talking to me. He's 87 and he's in India, and I feel that I found a father here. So you've been instrumental in bringing synergy with people from India living in the USA, with chapters all over and memberships across the country, with a mission to provide a platform of celebrating the traditional art, culture, and values of India. What could I say? I would love this for our children to come, and building bridges of mutual understanding, interest, and trust with the West. So you have recognized for leadership and community service by the Council General of India, New York, on this occasion of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas 2019. My God, this is what a biodata. You're a publisher of PG Better Living magazine devoted to bringing our Indian ethos tailored for the Western living style, and you're the creator of Facebook page Understanding for Global Peace, seeking a solution and strong persuasive message for global peace. I have to learn so much from you. So thank you for welcoming me in this family. You're a champion of building bridges of mutual understanding, interest, and trust, and contributing towards strength of various states and organizations. So it's my honor to be and my pride to be in your team. And I cannot thank you enough, Sheetal, for what you are doing to me. I'm so happy with this new life in my life. So thank you, all of you. Thank you, everyone. Have a very good night.
Yeah, in the last, I have that today's session, last note of this today's session recording will be available on Milan Association YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel. So please do subscribe. And if you have not done that, for upcoming events in future. And as part of the Milan Cultural Association North America family, it is our humble request to take vaccine to turn this pandemic to endemic and stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much and good night.
Thank you, everybody.